Well, in these last chapters or lectures, we want to make what we have been doing a real game. So it's going to be fun now. Remember, we created the structure, added some styles, and now we want to add some sort of, you can see here, score. And if you click the right one, the matching the color, so you get a point. And if you reach, say, 5, or you can change it as you wish, you win, and then you can reset it, okay? So you'll have show message and reset. So it would be easy to replay and practice. So you learn as a track score. So you'll have this. So when you say track scores, there should be some sort of HTML, that shows the score, right? And then the functionality of it, which is JavaScript, right? And then show the updated score in real time. And I do the right one, it actually show right time, and then trigger a win message depending on how you wish. So if we put it 5 here and reset game with a button. Yeah, there should be a button here, and then we reset. And that would sort of like it would be quite interactive game. And finally, we polish it, okay, and it would be a reset game like the play and then reset, and you can see here, you'll have like a you win if you score 5. All right, and everything will be like a real game, right? And the final touches would be I'll show you all the details, but you'll add another functionality, which is like a reset game and pointer events to enable or disable clicks, right? So you just click or unclick, right? And then the hover effect, the transition, you notice that you just go on top of something, and you can see it on the internet a lot, right? It would be like a hover effect. It would be slightly different when you change it. You'll see it right now, and then prep your game for sharing and upgrading. Okay, and then we'll talk about what the next steps would be. Let's just go back to our friend, ChatGPT or any AI for the time being. So what we wanted to do. The first step was we want to score to my color matching game, right? I want to add a 1 point. So you notice that this is something that everyone this might be confusing. This is totally for another session on the course. But if you start something from scratch, it doesn't like your chat doesn't have that window basically of the information, then it doesn't really know what was happening, right? So if you want it, so you need to really fit in what has been happening. So like up to now, I had this code, so you just input it and then say I just want to add these or that, right? But I just started fresh, nothing before, and then I want to say that. If you say that one, then it just actually starts telling you what to do. So add it to a HTML display score. So go add this one. You can do it. You can definitely do it. Sometimes it's really better to just try to do it like that if you know it well. But it might be confusing, or you might get more errors as we go as well. But this is the way to go as well. People doing it manually, traditionally, they kind of do it the same this way, and adding the message to the score like that with JavaScript, and then the connecting the handle correct click, which one to click, and then the add with even listener you'll have, and if it is correct, then you'll provide that. So this is the correct one, and then or you can actually replace it with whatever is mentioned in the code. I'll show you. Don't worry about that for now. But anyway, but what I wanted to show you here, if you don't have any background, then you'll get some information or the part of codes that may not be necessarily useful because you don't know where to put them. Your code might be different and the like. All right. But what I said after that, I said, look, here's a game um, that I'm developing. You can actually input the whole code that you had, like from chapter 3 or the other chapters, or you can actually explain it. Can you help me get full HTML where to add the above score and this functionality? So this was what we previously had. Can you give HTML, CSS, JavaScript to show a target color box and 4 color balls, and one ball should match the target. And when you use a clicks a ball, show a message saying correct or try again. So it knows the background and it adds more functionality to it. And I just said in one go, right? Full HTML. Then actually reproduces what I said, tries to see, okay, you can always ask, say, okay, can you confirm what you understood? And then he actually tells you. But now he actually is smart enough to tell you what that target color for clickable balls, color balls, and message, try again or correct, and so on, right? Score counter that we want to add, and you win. So you get the full HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So now let's copy it. Here we go. If you do that, so you get the information right all the very quickly. So you can go through as you like style and the body of it, where the color matches, and etc., etc., and the functions, right? Generate game, and there are a couple of other like generate game and other details of it. So you just clear the previous states, and you go in a kind of for loop, and you can see here the add listeners here. You see for the function and for the ball that you click, and then the score will be added. So don't worry if you don't get it. You can actually always like select or even here select that part and ask for GPT what it means. You can tell you a step by step going. So that part of learning, I leave it to you guys. But you get information now. You know something works and doesn't work, and then you can start playing. Rather than traditionally, you had to go through all these kind of like one by one each line. You don't know where the bug is and etc. But for now, the cool thing about wipe coding is you get something, and now you understand. Okay, where the challenge would be. I know for a large project, it's another ball game, but for now, for us, this is quick MVP type of things, minimum viable product type of things. It's amazing. Anyway, so let's see if it works. So the color we want to match, say, yeah, it says try again, and score is 0, and we should add if we do it right, right? See, yeah, correct. And the color changes, correct. And the color changes, correct. Say, yep. And then I'll see if it in number 5 here. See if it's more than 5. It just basically says it should stop, right? Or reset somehow. So yeah, see it's you win and score 5. Perfect. So it works here. And the next chapter we talked about the last chapter. This is the code item said. Here we go. The last chapter we said, can you do the following in full, like again, full HTML format? Can you help me add a working reset button? So because here we didn't have it, right? Uh, uh, uh. Anyway, I thought I'm not sharing my screen, but I believe I'm sharing my screen. Anyway, hopefully this is correct, and then if not, I'll record it again. But anyway, so the idea was the reset button here. I didn't have it. The reset button. There's nothing. So we're gonna add that one. So you can go step by step yourself. Just give me. We can ask for the specific code part and then add it to your HTML. But usually it's just more difficult. And if it is not a long code, you can actually ask for full HTML. Okay, I got it. And then you go see if we actually have it. So as you make progress and you are fast enough, you can actually quickly do it yourself, like get the part of code and put it in. But sometimes it's much easier to really redo or rewrite the whole code. So it's pretty much what we wanted, the color matching game and information about it. And here, let's play. See if it matches. Yes, nice. Matches, nice. And then the color here, not nice. Correct. Yep, correct. Let's see if I can be say, yeah, try again. And then here, yeah, I win. And I've got a reset game button. Yeah. And it just resets. Perfect. That's the whole idea that we wanted from scratch. And we build it from literally scratch. That's the whole idea. We start simplifying things and build a one. I mean, you could have started from this last prompt. But the challenge was you could have gotten lots of errors. But if you started small, then at least you know that, okay, which part's working, which not stop working, and build, and it will be your learning process as well. All right. Anyway, so you can, for next steps, you can do all sort of things. Now you can actually look at what's out there on the web, and then, or something you have in your mind, and you want to add timer level or new rules. You want to add sound. That also be cool. And there are a lot of other things. Just stay tuned. We'll talk about these things like different types of CSS or different types of JavaScript, like a P5 and 3.js. That's amazing too. Using the 3D, which is really another tool, another player, and I love it. We'll work on that, eventually. Stay tuned, and then you can actually build and share it. So, for instance, GitHub is giving you that opportunity. I'm not gonna go through this, but I've built a simple one. I'll show you now for you how this is working. But just to recap, which is basically the whole thing that I was telling you. If you didn't get any part of it, just learn this part, the last very part, which is sketch, prompt, and build. That's the whole thing that I try to convey this message. You can do pretty much anything with this. Sketch it, however you like. Learn how to prompt it. This is how the question is the key, and then build step by step. And this is kind of loop. It's not just one way, right? That's what I built. You can build it yourself as well. So I just copy it and let me show you what I mean here. put it here. You can play, see if what you get is similar to what I get. So I quickly play the last part, and then we go from here. This one and this one, I believe. Oh, I'm good at it. Faisayoui, it works. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. My name is Hossein Mukhtarzadeh, and all the very best. Keep learning and keep improving, and share with us what you built. I think these are some of the simple and simplest games that I created here for you, but you can do much better and amazing things. Let's do it together, and stay tuned for more courses and games and lectures. See you soon.